A ver, a través del YouTube. Estamos en nuestro canal de YouTube, El Relajo USA, El Relajo USA en YouTube, El Relajo USA. Ok, miren, esta mañana, nosotros siempre cuando comenzamos el programa, para aquellos que llegan al programa tarde, este programa empieza, por si usted no lo sabía, empieza a las 6 de la mañana. Yo sí.
Por si acaso.
Sí, por si acaso. Si usted es lo que llega después de las 8, pues mire, la sabrosura aquí empieza a las 6 de la mañana.
Sabemos, algunos tienen Rolex, otros Casio, otros relojes boricua.
Entonces, a las 6 de la mañana nosotros siempre hacemos un segmento de noticias del barrio. Y ahí pues hablamos de lo que pasó aquí, de lo que pasó allá. Una de las noticias que nosotros discutimos esta mañana es una noticia que está en 69 News, WFMC 69 News, de una mujer, según la noticia, Woman Assault School Bus Driver. Así es que está el headline en 69 News. Identifican a la mujer como Roxanne Rivera, quien según la noticia, a eso de las 8:30 de la mañana, entró en una confrontación verbal y luego terminó en una confrontación física entre esta joven, Roxanne Rivera, y el chofer o la chofer. Nos estaban escuchando familiares de Roxanne y se comunicaron con ella y nos pusieron en contacto a nosotros con ella. Y ella estuvo de acuerdo en explicarnos qué fue lo que pasó. Porque obviamente uno lee la noticia y dice, mujer, imagínate, se monta en un autobús escolar y le entra a golpe al chofer. Bueno, pues, imagínese. Roxanne está en el teléfono con nosotros. Ella nos dijo que se siente más cómoda hablando en inglés. Yo le dije que sí, que no había ningún problema, porque queremos que ella pues pueda expresarse y que si ella se siente más cómoda hablando en inglés, pues no hay ningún problema, nosotros traducimos, pero queremos que ella tenga la oportunidad de dar su versión. Tenemos a Roxanne en el teléfono. Good morning, Roxanne. Buenos días. How are you?
Good morning. Good, and yourself?
I'm doing good. So, we're reading the news like we do every morning. 69 News is reporting that at 8:30 a.m. Roxanne Rivera got into a verbal confrontation, and then I guess he turned into an assault. So here's your opportunity. What happened?
The day before, she decided she wanted to put her hands on my child, my 9-year-old daughter.
So let me stop you there. So it is a female bus driver. Because we weren't sure if it was a male or a female, so it was a.
Of course not. They don't put that out there.
Yeah. Okay. So it was a female bus driver. Okay. So
yes.
Now you can get. So you're saying that the day before the incident, the bus driver put her hands on your child. Go ahead. Keep going.
Correct. He grabbed my daughter by the arm, told her she had to sit in the front of the bus, took her to school. Let all the kids get off the bus. He kept my daughter on the bus. She held my daughter on the bus against her will, did not let her get off the bus, so she could reprimand my child.
So this all happened the day before?
The day before.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
My daughter was late to school. Doors closed, teachers went in. She's outside by herself. Did not know how to get in the building. Didn't know she had to press a button so they could let her in. Somebody seen her, they let her in. She went to class. The lady thought she was just late to school. They never even notified me to let me know what happened.
Okay.
Okay. When my daughter came home from school that afternoon, she told me everything. I then called the school and the bus transportation, but I'm guessing their offices are closed because nobody answered.
Okay.
Okay. I've complained to them before because I've had issue with them before with my other daughter that goes to the Exeter School District as well.
Okay.
Their excuses, camera don't work. That was from before.
Oh, okay.
So, moving forward, yesterday in the morning, I approached the bus driver to tell her, to have a conversation with her and ask her what gives her the right to touch my daughter.
Okay.
That's what she proceeded to yell.
Okay, so let's recap there. So once again, your side of the story is the day before, she grabbed your daughter by the arm, moved her to the front of the bus. When they got to the school, she let all the kids out of the bus except for your daughter. When she kept your daughter, allegedly by you and your daughter, when she kept your daughter in the bus, that your daughter told you what she did to her, what happened?
She said she was yelling at her. and telling her that she's not supposed to talk back and she's supposed to sit in the front of the bus. And my daughter said she didn't talk back, and
Okay. So she kept you're
so she scolded your daughter, basically.
Yeah, so,
she just scolded your daughter.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she kept your daughter she grabbed her by the arm, she moved her to the front of the bus, she kept her in the bus, yelled at her, and then just let her out of the bus and left. And
she was late for
and left your daughter outside of the school, but because the school had already started, the doors were closed. Your daughter was now left outside. Didn't know how to get into the school until somebody came in, saw your daughter, and helped her get into the school.
Correct.
I just want to make sure we have the whole story correct. Your daughter then gets home. She told you what happened. You called the school. You called those transportation. You didn't get an answer. No answer. No one was there. So then yesterday morning, when the bus driver comes back to pick up your daughter, you decided to confront her and ask her, hey, what happened? Why are you doing this? Why you're yelling at my daughter? And that's when the two of you started talking, and you said she started yelling.
Correct. So then at that point, my husband calls the police officer. We called the cops.
Oh, okay.
Okay. He then came, and I'm a person, I only weigh 107 pounds. I'm a small person, okay? He slammed the bus doors. He slammed them shut on me, all right? I have bruises. I have pictures to prove it. I was at the urgent care for this, for pain in my back.
So you were standing inside?
So did you went inside the bus to talk to her?
No.
Okay.
I was standing outside of the bus.
Okay.
Right in front of the first step. Before you get into the bus, I was standing right there on the street, outside.
Okay.
So when she slammed those doors on me, I could not, it pushed me in. I couldn't get out. I couldn't back up. So I had no choice but to get on the bus.
Okay, so you were standing in front of the steps to go into the bus. I'm trying to get a picture. You're standing in front of the doors, so the step to get in. When she closed the door, then the doors push you in. And that's when you fell inside the bus.
I ended up inside the bus. Yes, I had to get inside the bus.
So now you're inside the bus. What happens?
Yeah, how did you go from talking to going psycho?
Open the door. I'm telling her, open the door and let me out. And she's refusing to.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
While my husband was on the phone with the police officers.
Okay.
So we're exchanging words, whatnot. She then goes, and I'm telling her, let me out. She goes with her walkie-talkie, puts it in my face, and she kicks me. So I swung back.
You're alleging here. Your version is that she hit you first.
Yes.
Okay.
She put her walkie-talkie in my face, and with her foot, she put her foot up and kicked me with her foot.
Okay.
So then I swung back.
Oh, okay. And that's when it got physical.
That's when it got physical. She still didn't want to let me off the bus. I told her, leave me off the bus. She still refused. So that's when I ran to the back of the bus.
Oh.
And at that point, she's still running after me.
Oh,
and I jumped out from the emergency exit.
Okay.
Okay, so once again, now you're inside the bus. Your version is she kicked you. Then you reacted. You swung back at her. You're asking her to let you off the bus. She wouldn't let you off the bus, so then your only option was to go to the back of the bus and use the emergency exit to get out of the bus. She's following you while you're walking towards the back of the bus. When she's
correct, she pushed my daughter behind her. She wouldn't let my daughter get off the bus. She grabbed my daughter by the hood, pushed her behind her, and was running behind me to try to stop me from getting out from that bus.
So how did you end up with the charges?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay, so your husband was the one that called the police. While this is happening, your husband is on the phone with the police. The police gets there, and then what happened?
So we explained, he said, they get our size and whatnot. Then he says he'll keep in contact with me. I went on with my day, went to work. I had to leave work because I couldn't take the pain.
Okay.
Went to go get checked out, whatnot. Around 4:30ish, they showed up at my house and said, "You got to come with us.
Wow.
We have questions for you," and that was that.
So, so the whole day went by. Your daughter went to school?
No, I kept her home. She was scared. She didn't want to go to school.
Because you said you wouldn't. So you said she wouldn't let you out of the bus. You were able to get out of the bus. How do you got your daughter out of the bus?
I pushed the door open, and my husband grabbed my baby off that bus.
So you got off the back of the bus and you went back to the front of the bus, or you kept the back door?
No, it was through the emergency exit. As she was trying to grab the door, I kept her from pushing the door closed, and my daughter snuck around her, and my husband took her off the bus.
All right. So now the whole day goes by, and then the police shows up at your house, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, say, we got some questions, we got to talk to you, which is fine.
Yeah,
I get it. That's
yeah.
fine. That's great.
Correct.
You go to the police station with them?
They arrested me.
Oh, wait. It wasn't a...
They never said their Miranda rights.
Wait,
They never said the Miranda rights.
It wasn't a can you come with us, it's a you're coming with us. Okay.
Yes.
So that's when you get charged.
So they arrested you, and then they took you to the police station.
Yep. They processed me and gave me my booklet with my charges.
Okay.
I didn't find out what I had until I arrived.
You said that they wanted to talk to you. So when they took you to the police station, did they talk to you? Did they ask you questions?
Nope.
Oh, no. So they never asked you questions. They just booked you.
No. Nope. They just booked me. They kept me in a holding cell until about 8 o'clock. And I met with a judge. And now I just have a court hearing the next coming up.
Are you aware? Do you know if the bus driver have any charges too? Was it?
He doesn't.
Also,
he doesn't. Actually, she was driving the bus this morning.
Oh, so the bus driver was never charged, even though your version is that she kicked you. So she never got charged. Were you given a police report, a copy of the report? You got to see
nothing.
What the because you have the right to get that.
Yeah, you have to.
Because it would be interesting. It would be interesting. Sería interesante ver cuál es la versión de.
Es que por aquí son racistas aquí.
No, pero mi amor, bajo la ley.
I know, but by law they have to give you a copy. Yeah, they have to give you a copy of the report. They have to give you.
No me dieron nada.
Yeah, you have the right to go to the police department.
Now you got to defend yourself. Now,
yeah, you have to ask for the report.
Well, this happened yesterday, so the interesting here will be to see if there was a camera on the bus and it was the camera recording.
So they have cameras.
Okay.
They got footage, but it's just so funny that there's no footage of her slamming the doors on me. There's no footage of her kicking me. There's no footage of her putting her hands on my daughter. There's no footage of her withholding my daughter on that bus.
So what's in the video?
Me getting physical with her and me in the bus.
Oh, so what you're alleging is that
they're just picking clips.
Did they edit the video? Did they only show in one side?
Yes.
Well,
we have witnesses.
Right.
There's kids on the bus. There's kids on the bus that seen what happened.
Yeah, that was
There's
my
kids on this
question.
bus that had problem with this bus driver multiple times. I'm not the only parent that's had problems with this bus driver. I am the only parent that it escalated with.
Now there's charges against you. You have a court hearing. Have you hired a lawyer yet? Have you talked to a lawyer? Because number one,
I spoke to a lawyer.
Yeah, because number one, you have the right to see the police report, and your lawyer needs to get a hold of that entire video.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's evidence.
That's evidence. They have to, of course, it's going to show you getting physical with her, but the video should show the whole thing, right?
The whole story.
The video should show when she slammed the door, by your claim, when she followed you, when she kicked you. The video has to show the whole thing.
When you hit her back, did you say, "Can you smell what the Rock is cooking"?
No, that
was not my intention.
No. So, did your daughter go to school today? Did your daughter get in the bus today?
No, okay. My daughter's definitely not riding on that bus with that bus driver. And I did keep her home from school today because I feel like if she gets on that bus, it's going to be some kind of retaliation.
Yeah.
No, for everybody's safety.
Like
I agree. For everybody's safety, you did the right thing.
Yeah. Well, again, I'm glad that you reach out. Did you answer us reaching out to you, and that you are, willing to give your version? I mean,
absolutely, I have nothing to hide.
At least, if anything, then hey, both of you should have been charged, right? She hit you, you hit her.
Absolutely.
But I would like to know, and I want you to, keep in touch with us and let us know, because again, at a minimum, both of you should have been charged. That's it, at a minimum.
Absolutely.
But for the fact that they only charged you, and now you said that this video only shows your side of the incident, not the whole thing, then this definitely needs to be investigated. So I'm glad that you got a lawyer, and again, make sure that he gets a full report. Make sure that you get to hear or read what she said, her side of the story. And again, I just thought it's interesting that they waited until the end of the day, 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, to go to your house and arrest you.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Absolutely.
And again, obviously, when the police showed up, when your husband called the police and the police showed up, you gave a statement to the police officer.
Yes.
So they already had a statement from the police officer. So why?
They didn't write nothing down in front of us.
Oh, they didn't write. Oh,
well, they had to take some type of note.
That's what they didn't even read my Miranda rights. Like they didn't do. I don't understand. Like,
well, they didn't reach your Miranda rights. They didn't.
They didn't
reach your rights, but they didn't ask you any questions. So,
exactly.
So they just booked you. So they don't have to reach your rights unless they're going to ask you questions. But you said they didn't ask you any questions. They just booked you. So maybe that's why they didn't reach you your Miranda rights. So there you go. Bueno, pues here we go. Muchas gracias. Please. Keep us in touch. Let us know what happened. Let us know what you find out. Let
and
us
for your
know.
husband's safety, please don't beat him.
No,
please.
Never. I'm not an aggressor. Like this is my first case ever. I am 35 years old. Never been in trouble.
You know, I was going to ask you because again.
But nobody will touch my kids. I defend my children.
No, absolutely. And again, I was going to ask you because.
Si joden un poquito está bien, pero.
I was going to ask you because again, that's another thing, right?
Yeah,
right away, they go for the record. Oh, she has a history of. But you say you're 35 years old. You never had any problem. You never been arrested. You never had any police. So your record is clean. This is the first time this happens in your life. And it's happened because you felt the need to protect your child.
Absolutely. We send them to school to be safe, and they don't feel safe at school.
Well, there you go.
So, you know, we gotta speak up for our children.
No, definitely.
There you go. Definitely. All right. Well, there you go. Bueno, Roxanne Rivera. Well, thank you very much. Muchas gracias. We wish you well. We wish you the best. Hopefully, you guys can get this thing cleared out, and nothing further will go from here. Maybe, you know, hopefully your charge get dismissed, and it was just a bad day in the wrong place at the wrong time type of thing. And listen, we get it. I'm a father. You know, if I found out a bus driver it's yelling at my kid and left them outside without being able to get into the school
and get physical with your kid.
Yeah, definitely. I think I would react. I have to admit the same way. I would definitely have asked questions the next morning to the bus driver too.
Well, I asked questions first.
Yeah, I would have definitely. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would have definitely asked questions too. So, well, there you go.
Yeah, but please keep us in the loop of what's
let
going
us know.
on.
Let us know.
And your lawyer has a lot of work to do, and get that report. That's the most important part. You need to know what you're being charged with if you don't know yet.
Because
and what was
obviously, based on what that bus driver said, that's why they decided to arrest you. And
because they're white. I live in a white community. It's racist.
Well, there you go. All right. Well, make sure you get a white lawyer.
Yeah, that's right. Get a white one.
Thank you. Have a good day.
No, thank you.
Gracias,
we definitely appreciate it. And again, I'm glad your husband was there and that he reacted and he called 911. I'm glad that he did that, and I'm glad he didn't get involved either, because then it would have been really bad.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm glad your husband did the right thing by calling the police, staying on the phone, and not him getting involved as well.
And next time we could do a pay-per-view event like that. You guys could go at it. I'm just saying.
Roxanne, thank you very much, baby. Thank you.
Gracias, mami. Gracias. Mucha suerte.
There you go. Ahí está. Wow.
Para que te veas, siempre hay dos lados de la historia.
Siempre hay dos lados. Para los que no entendieron todo eso en inglés, rápido, resumiendo, Roxanne dice, esta chofer agarró a su niña por el brazo, la movió a la fuerza y la sentó frente al autobús escolar. Cuando llegaron a la escuela, dejó que todos los niños se bajaran, pero no dejó que su niña se bajara. La regañó, le gritó sola, sin nadie en el autobús. En lo que esto ocurrió, pues la escuela empezó, cerraron las puertas de la escuela, la bus driver baja a la niña de la escuela y la deja ahí. en la puerta de la escuela con todas las puertas cerradas. No fue hasta que alguien vio a la niña que se percató que estaba afuera y la dejaron entrar. Cuando la niña llega a la casa, le dice a su mamá que la bus driver le gritó, que la dejó afuera, que ella no podía entrar. Obviamente la mamá está molesta. Ayer por la mañana ella va a la parada de autobús a reclamarle a la chofer del autobús. Ella dice que estaba en la entrada de la puerta de la guagua, frente a las escaleras. La chofer fue a cerrar las puertas de la guagua. Cuando la fue a cerrar, como ella está en el medio, las puertas le dan a ella y ella cae dentro de la guagua. Cuando ella cae dentro de la guagua, ella alega que le dijo a la bus driver, let me out, déjame salirme de la guagua. La bus driver no la dejaba salir. Y entonces ahí la bus driver, según ella, le da una patada a ella. Cuando la bus driver le da una patada a ella, ella reacciona y entonces ella también agrede a la bus driver. A este momento la bus driver no la deja todavía salirse de la guagua, entonces ella va corriendo dentro de la guagua hasta la puerta trasera, que es la puerta de emergencia, abre la puerta de emergencia y sale de la guagua. Por eso fue que salió por la parte de atrás de la guagua, porque ella dice no la dejaban salir por la puerta del frente. Y entre ella y el esposo lograron sacar a su niña de la guagua. Mientras todo esto estaba ocurriendo, el esposo de ella estaba llamando al 911 y fue el esposo de ella quien llamó a la policía. Luego pasó todo el día, como a las 4 de la tarde llegó la policía a su casa. Y se la le dijeron tenemos que hablar contigo, la arrestaron, se la llevaron y le pusieron los cargos criminales. Ella estuvo como hasta las 8 de la noche presa y ahora tiene estos cargos criminales en su contra. Básicamente ahí está el resumen de la historia de lo que pasó.
Y ella dice que la policía solamente tiene el video de cuando ella agredió a la chofera, no cuando la chofera la agredió a ella. Supuestamente
hay un video, porque estas guaguas escolares ahora tienen cámaras, pero que ella dice que el video que ella tiene del incidente solamente muestra en la parte de ella, no muestra la parte de la chofer de la guagua, cuando la chofer de la guagua la patea, cuando la chofer de la guagua no la deja salir del autobús, no enseña cuando ella se va, cuando ella trata de bajarse y la chofer se le va detrás para que ella no se baje de la guagua. Por eso es que ahora necesita un abogado. Pero ahí está la versión de Roxanne Rivera de lo que pasó el día de ayer, basado en la noticia que leímos esta mañana en nuestro...
Cuando se tiró de la guagua, ella dijo, ¡It's the flying bunny! ¡Yeah! WWE.
So, there you go. Como yo dije, por lo menos mínimo debieran meterle cargo a las dos. A las dos. Vamos a hacerlo justo. Ustedes las dos van... Lo que pasa es que si le meten cargo a la bus driver, la botan. No,
sí, pero esto hay que investigarlo, porque si ella tiró primero, la muchacha tiene derecho a defenderse.
Y lo que también me estuvo raro es que hayan dejado que la bus driver hoy volviera a trabajar.
Sin hacer una investigación,
Porque si esta Roxana es una loca, la espera hoy otra vez.
Seguro.
Sí, vamos a hablar serio. Gracias a Dios, Roxana no es una loca.
Digo, por lo que
¿verdad? Ella dice que nunca ha tenido un problema. Pero si esta Roxanne es una loca, ella la espera y se forma otro titingoso. Me sorprendió también que la dejaran a la bus driver manejar esta mañana en la misma ruta, la misma guagua. Porque déjame decirte, te meten preso, tú estás hasta las 8 de la noche en la cárcel. Si tú estás un poquito si tú estás un poquito suelto de la cabeza, tú dices, no, que yo la espero mañana, no te preocupes.
Round 2.
Exacto, round 2. Me sorprendió que no suspendieran en lo que investigan el caso a la bus driver, aunque sea con paga, pero suspenderla. Y me sorprendió que le permitieran a la bus driver volver a guiar el autobús.
Y también a la hija, porque la hija también se puede go rebel y dice,
también.
This is for my mommy, toda. ¡Puño al corazón! No, porque tú sabes que los nenes se ponen así también.
De verdad que eso me sorprendió que hiciera el distrito escolar. Pero ahí está, señores. Escucharon la historia. Noticias del Barrio, extensión extendida. Hoy con testigos, con los protagonistas de la historia. Porque cuando la noticia es noticia, el momento de ser noticia, nosotros reportamos la noticia.
Y no estoy diciendo que los videos se liquean y no los quieran enviar, pero si se llega a liquear alguno y no los quieren enviar.
Si alguien está escuchando que tenga Roxana, mándanos el video por WhatsApp.
Seguro, si alguien encuentra el video completo.
Si alguien, ¿verdad?
Del distrito escolar de Reading no quiere enviar un video. Digo yo.
Si alguien del distrito escolar tiene o Roxana o al tío de Roxana. tiene copia del video.
Policías latinos que hay allí, que son panes de nosotros, nos quieren ayudar.
Mira, papi, aquí nuestros reporteros no certificados, nuestros investigadores detectives de la calle, me acaban de mandar el reporte de la policía.
¡No vacilen!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Le metieron 6 cargos criminales a Roxanne.
Es que tú sabes que una de las preguntas más grandes que yo tengo, y por eso es que quiero ver el video, normalmente para que las puertas se cierren, you have to be halfway in the bus.
Ella estaba en la puerta, y cuando la puerta...
Porque acuérdate, esa
puerta cierra, le pusieron aggravated assault felony. 1 degree.
Yeah, that's not good.
So le pusieron aggravated assault felony 1 degree. Le pusieron simple assault misdemeanor 2nd degree. Unauthorized school bus entry, misdemeanor 3rd degree. Criminal mischief, misdemeanor 3rd degree. Harassment. Y le metieron disorderly conduct. O sea, le metieron 6 cargos a ella.
Rosana, llama a Ken Catey, que él es judío y blanco. Él sí te puede ayudar. Él sí te puede ayudar.
Miren esto. Ok, el reporte de lo que me mandaron a mí aquí por WhatsApp, no sé quién me lo mandó, a lo mejor fueron ellos mismos. Dice, incident detail. Police have arrested Roxanne Rivera for aggravated assault on an extra school bus. An investigation concluded that Rivera engaged in a verbal confrontation with the bus driver, illegally boarded the bus, and then assaulted the victim, the bus driver. So ellos están diciendo que la víctima es el bus driver. After the assault, Rivera proceeded down the bus aisle and left through the rear emergency door. Right there's a question.
Yeah. Why?
¿Por qué?
Yeah, why?
¿Por qué ella tuvo que usar la puerta de atrás? Es obvio que porque la puerta del frente está cerrada. Pues es obvio, ya se quiere bajar de la guagua. So, ahí, right away, ahí hay una pregunta que...
Exacto.
Y eso, que yo no me gradué de leyes, papi. Y eso, que yo no me gradué de leyes.
Nosotros los representamos de gratis si usted necesita.
Dice por acá, there were children on the bus at the time of the assault. No child was injured. Rivera has been charged with the following. Pero that's it.
No, pero hay un montón de preguntas, papi.
No dice más nada, no dice más nada.
There's a lot of questions there, papi.
No dice más nada. Esto tiene que, tiene que haber un testimony, tiene que haber una narración de la otra persona. Lo que, mira, detective 0007.
Yeah.
007.
We got questions.
Búscame a ver si me encuentras el otro lado, porque tiene que haber un statement del bus driver. También hay que leer el statement del bus driver. Pero anyway, so, ahí está. There you go. Interesante. All right. So, ahí está, señores. So, es la primera vez que damos una noticia y la persona que arrestaron nos llama.
Yeah, man. I like this.
I know. So, ya usted sabe, cuando usted lo arresten.
Sí, nos llaman. Nos llaman rápido.
Llame para acá.
Sí, porque hay que dar las versiones,
Oh, mira, nuestro agente Cero Ghetto.
Coño, es que ustedes son buenos, man.
El agente 00 Ghetto dice que este reporte que me envió por WhatsApp, esto que yo acabo de leer, está en la página de Facebook de la policía de Exeter, porque esto no es Reading, esto es en el Berks County, pero esto es en Exeter Township. So, la policía publicó este reporte en su página de Facebook.
Wait a minute. Déjame ir a la página
de ahí fue que se enteró 69 News, entonces. De ahí fue que you know what, no lo podemos hacer ahora porque se nos acabó el tiempo, pero vamos a llamar, vamos a hacer nuestro reportaje investigativo. Porque nosotros podemos llamar y decir que queremos a copy of the report. We want a copy. You published it on the Facebook. We want the whole report. Vamos a ver si de aquí a mañana conseguimos el reporte completo. So, llamamos al Exeter Police Township Police Department a ver si. Pero aparentemente este reporte que acabamos de leer está en la página de Facebook de ellos.
Coño, ustedes son buenos porque yo estoy en esa página y no la veo. You guys are good, boy. Yeah, boy.
Ay, señor. So there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Mochinche time.
Reportando para el barrio.
Los reporteros del barrio. Oye, me gusta eso. Los reporteros del barrio.